Hopefully we can try this a little bit accomplished. I don't know. Yeah, we can at least attempt something. At least try to. Doesn't look like I'm using up any storage at the moment either. So I'll call that a win. Very much a win. Da, 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 Add that. Something else to stand by. Honestly, I think we are good. We'll pull this out here a little bit if we want to. But yeah, I think what I did last, I don't remember. Thanks. So it was very interesting what happened the other night. I was streaming, and then all of a sudden, the storage on my desktop, something took up like all my storage on my desktop, and I had to figure out what that was. But yeah, it doesn't seem like we have that problem right now. But of course, if that problem comes up, we'll deal with it when we get there. But there's a couple of things here we can possibly do. We got a wide range of different things, of course, but have some fun. So, actually, right now, currently, I'm working on adding. I'm trying to get down. So if you look at the top left of the corner of the game, there's these little white dots forming. You might think, well, that must be a bug, kind of like this bat being not very purposeful. But you see, as I move, depending on where I pick up the Scooby snack, that's where that dot shows up, which is a good thing, because that means that's working. Because what I want to do is make a space. Basically, I want to make a white dot. Well, let's go. It's not coming. There we go. Basically, I want to make a white dot wherever we pick up a snack. And so that's kind of like what I'm working on here, is figuring out the location and set that position as the location. So I'm experimenting a lot with this because I personally do not have a lot of experience with basically don't have a lot of experience with UI elements. So we do got one thing down, that we are reading data on we're picking it up. Now I want to see I need to get this, or it could possibly be the whole thing, the design itself, like maybe have it anchored to fill the whole screen. Like we can try that. I doubt this will do anything. We about to be blasted with the light screen is what's going to happen. Actually, no. That's actually very weird. It's not popping up at all. That's actually very weird. Maybe anchor it to the top left. Let's speak with this. Oh, yeah, there it is. We've been blinded. So I want it to be up there, but I also want it to be small because this is us trying to figure out roughly trying to get it to move. So we have it anchored at the top left. It's kind of like when we have it anchored at the top left, it's kind of like the starting position. So that way we can adjust from there. So so we have it moving. It's registering that there's stuff on the screen that needs to be done. So now what we need to do is kind of establish uh, it actually moving to a spot. Because we get a generalized location on the top left for some reason. But it's not coming down. So we get the actor location and we relative. Do we click that? Just let's not even do power. Yes, I can do it. Oh, that needs to be the that needs to be plugged in. That's how math works. You gotta get the sleep mango. Cannot be cannot not be sleeping. Oh, hold on. Ooh, I think we got it. I think we have roughly like it's not perfect. It's not that. Yeah, let's just go to sleep later. You're right. Okay. So that's actually good. We have it working. It was just this multiplication measure. I wonder, like, would it affect if I go? I don't think it will, because that's my big thing with UIs. Is when you're messing with UI, you have to consider. Okay, so it's working on this screen right now, but what happens if someone else uses it? That's like my biggest unknown and flaw with UIs is you have to make it where it works with others. So we got that. We got it spawned. Now I want to move it to the top left. And we can use like a lerp or timeline for that. I think this part might not be that bad. And I doubt I'm going to do this right. So it's got spawn in, and I want it to. I don't know how to do this. Move. Like, can we move it to this point? Is my question. Because that's the part I don't know. So I want to move it to top left. Hmm. So how are we good? We can do a timeline. Maybe that could possibly do a timeline. Because I don't know actually a lot about timelines. Let's, so how we gotta move it? Because it'd be very like alert function would easily move it to it. So it spawns in and I immediately want to move it somewhere else. So yeah, I don't have that wide knowledge of UIs. So bear with this. Because basic concept is you take a position and you move it somewhere else, and you think that's easy. You just move position. So we can. Ooh, I wonder if is there a move position? Maybe if I can. Hey. Guess there's. Can teleport. It's not a lot, but that's something. So we can move. Yeah, let's see. I should turn that on. Anything in sequence. Tool menu. Delete that. Don't need to remove anything. Oh, these are just remove functions. And these are AI, which we definitely don't do. That's like this is the only thing we have. It's not even a hope. So I'm wondering we can't get the canvas property, like we can take the canvas and move it. So okay, so these are viewport functions. See if there's anything in these that would kind of add something. Nothing. How? So then the question needs to be asked: how do we access the canvas? So we can get like self. It's a canvas. Like it's a canvas. There's some functionalities. Okay, we can. We can move it around. Don't want to do that, but we can. Can we move this? Okay, make it a variable. That's what I want. Made the image a variable earlier, so I want to make that. I'm gonna make that a variable. Graph is here. There it is. Canvas pane. Get canvas pane. Don't want to set it. Get it. And now can we move? Okay, remove it. Remove. There's the question. Can move? Move. AI move to. I'm gonna say this is an AI. This is definitely not AI to move a panel. But I do think it's funny that like all this stuff is being called. Technically, don't need it. Things like set. And set its transform. What's this message? And set its transform. I wonder if we can't do like a delay. So let's do a delay. Let's test this out and see if it does anything. And delay it for like. Yeah, this one. Hey, it's first shot though. Okay, so it's okay. I see render transform. Not really. I guess it really won't do anything. Oh, yes, it would probably work if I set the transform somewhere else. So, I have here the snack counter. Wonder if we have its transform position. So let's do 180. Yeah, 180, 800. Move it there. I guess we can make. There it is. Let me say 180, 80. Okay, so it is moving. I don't know why it's moving down there, but it is moving. maybe us putting it in its location is at 0, 0 instead of okay. So think when it spawns in, it spawns in at it 0, 0. So that's it 0, 0, and then it drops down pretty consistently down to the same spots. Boom, boom. Okay. I think we just create. So when we created this, its position, we created it 0, 0, which is okay. Just not what we're looking for. So how do we get that 0, 0? So now we're digging some more stuff. We're just gonna figure this out as we go. Like I said in this, the title of this is we be learning, and I mean we be learning. And plus, it's good for you guys too, because even if you code or something like that, you're not gonna learn everything. And I myself am definitely for an expert. I know how things operate and how they work. I just I just figure it out. I learn because when we think about our mistakes, we learn from it. And in my opinion, the best way to learn stuff is if you make a mistake. So when you go into a project not knowing what you're doing, as long as it's, I mean, to a certain extent, do your research and things like that, but after a while, I wrote back this. Guess I never checked that checkbox. It kind of, it's not accurate. Let's try that way. I wonder, this might sound weird, but I wonder if we can basically call in another widget. This might be the dumbest way to do it, but it'll give us something right now. So like, let's call in a widget. What do we call it? Coin counter? Yeah. Class. What are things like get widget? Get widget class. And then coin counter. Okay. Get the coin counter. Oh, this is calling widgets. I don't want to get widgets. Or say I want to get stuff in the widget. So I want to call a widget. So how do I do that? We need like cast to, because this is like what we did. So we can cat. So Oh my god, that's what we want there. Let's just be honest, I don't think we want that at all. I want to get a widget. That's person. I want to get a widget. I want to get. Got coin counter. So I wonder if we can get player character. Or maybe we can get like the get widget interface. Or I think we can list a lot more complicated. That's another good possibility. So how do we call a widget from a widget? How do we? Because the good thing is that this widget is active. Here, we call this widget actually when the blue right here. This is where we get it. So we create this widget at the very beginning. So how do we get the information from a widget we created? Is the question. So to get a widget from a widget, it's active. Is there like a function like get active widget? I think so. We can. Probably the easiest thing to do is ask Google and look at forums real quick. Get reference to a widget. I should specify like an active widget. Another widget. That's save a reference in a persistent blueprint. So that would probably be the player controller. Do I want to save it in a player controller? So it's saying get it from a game instance or a player controller. But surely there's something easier than that. Like if we can call an object, get an object based on screen position, like when we're doing with the snacks, like it's saying, okay, here's the player controller, here's the actor, this is where it's in the world. Like surely we can call a widget from the viewport. So I wonder if we put that back in there. Oh. See, okay, so I set it to 0, 0. So it spawns right where we want it to. And then once it's done there, it kind of goes down to where we wanted it to begin with. So, oh, you know what we can do? Get like the screen. What is it called? Call it here. Get viewport scale. Get rid of this. Don't need that. So get like the viewport scale and do it from there. The viewport scale. And first we power this by -1. The reason why we do that kind of gets rid of funkiness. It's mathematics, you'll learn it in, I think it's algebra 2. That's usually, I think algebra 2 is when you learn kind of like the function of negative power. So, get that. I think we can't just like do all of this again, like knock out the middleman. Wonder if we can't do that again. Or something along that lines. Or we can just do the, okay, I think I know what I want to do. So we can get this, I want to get, I'm gonna get this. And then multiply it by oh, it's a transform. Ooh. I want to get, can I just call it like a vector 2D here without making it a variable? Yeah, maybe I'd have to make it. I mean, it won't. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt. I get a vector 2D variable, I just call it end location. Stupid location. And we'll actually set it. We'll set it to, what is it? 180 to 80. Get multiply like that and here. Why can't that go in? Oh, it's a transfer. Let's just do, I mean, I can split it. Hopefully I can split it. Guess that's what we want. Ah. Okay. Response there, where's it gonna go? Really did not change anything. Can I move it on the viewport? They keep that there. What should I ask? Like, what things do we have related to screen? That's something to do with screenshot. That's camera position, which is not bad. Screen to viewport, screen to local. I don't think that's quite what we need, but that's actually very useful information. I have that. Add player screens. Get player screen to judge. How useful for something? What? Something. How is everyone doing today? Watching me, trying to figure stuff out. It's fun. Pretty much have like everything here. Problem being, we get this value from here to here. I wonder if we can't get the screen location. Like get reference to screen location. Actually, let's go back to screen. Maybe there is a function on this that does something like that. Like this. Get screen. So this is gonna be our screen position. And what we want to do with this. So now we got the viewport position of it. What can we do? So how can we make the screen position of this, like getting the screen position? Oh, how is that? Hold on. I want to make sure I'm thinking this right. So we have that's what we're trying to do here. Uh Sadly. We're trying to get the UI position. That's the thing, I don't know a lot about UI, so this like stream is just me figuring out UI, sadly. Sorry for it being so boring. But we have to get we have the zero, so basically our position of it, we have the position in the center of the screen where we pick up the scoop sign. That's perfect. That's what we want. Now the problem is we want to teleport it or transform it from this position all the way to the top where usually the normal icon is. So, because we get that figured out, I'll do some research. You're tired regardless. That's true. We're all tired. So, what we're trying to do is get the center position back to the top position. And I'm wondering if we can't. I'm wondering if we can't set the. What's OBS? So I want to get a screen position to the view. So it's up the word position. Well, I might be an idiot.
You're not an idiot.
Because what we can do is actually do the exact same thing. I've been doing this so hard. I've been doing this the hard way. Close that off. Like we can. We'll just do this. It'll pop up at the top left. Boom. Done. It'll be in a consistent spot. uh just be honest, I'm just figuring this out. I'm just a normal somebody with just a small basic understanding about religion. And I'm just figuring it out. So now, and I'll worry about this later. I think you can do a timeline with this, like make it an animation where it'll move to the spot. I don't know how to quite do that in blueprint form with especially with widgets, but it is an option. So here, what I'm gonna do this. Cover up. I guess I'll cover up on this. Look up how to do a timeline. Timeline in. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know if you can or not do a timeline in a widget. Like maybe I'm not typing in the right thing for it to pop up. Blueprint. I mean, you can do animations like pretty simply, but I don't. I think you're gonna go to sleep now. Um, okay, so I'm not going crazy. You can't use timelines, but it says you can use lerp. So I'm wondering what's the best way to do a lerp process. I honestly, yeah, widgets do take, so I don't remember how to do a lerp. So we're about to figure out how to do that. We're going to be lerping. On a gated tick. That would be a bad idea. Okay. Can't directly do the work. Trying to figure out what the best work to do. Because it can. I don't know. Mm. So can we? Interesting. Is that a good thing? Definitely not, but we can do that. Not very helpful. Because we need. This is a vector 2D, so I don't know. I don't know if there is a. Not really a good way to do a vector 2D. I mean, there's a workaround that I don't know if I like it. I'm probably gonna do this the dumb way, but if you can't make this a. I hate to put it into a location mode. But I'm wondering if we can't split this and put it as a location mode. Or, yeah. Okay, I'll split this into two. So this is the position. I'll just. This is the end location. Drop this. So we take this, split the end struct, and we can do two looping. Basically, what we'll do is two looping nodes. We'll keep this on standby. We'll split this. So this is why this is good for position X. So X, we want to end at this X. We're going to take this Y and there and do it there. Compile, save. This might work, this might not. I don't know. Does not look like it's working. So why? Because this is an initial location. Is it being confused? Okay, I think I'm confusing it now. So this is where we're starting. You know, we can do the safe way real quick. Do this. Save these down here. So automatically it has to start here. A single frame execution. Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Need it, like you said, I need it. I'll do this real quick. Well, it's spawning in. Not quite. Yeah, you're right. On a single frame execution. I don't know. Uh, we can. I wonder. Yeah, maybe this one does have a vector 2D. We can see real quick. We combine. Okay, this is not gonna work. This not gonna work. Yeah. So let's do it the same way we just doing it. I can do this to a vector. I don't think that's gonna like it, so we're just gonna go back to a vector 2D and split it. So we're gonna do 2 of these. Oh, that's why it's not open. I still have it. I don't. Whoops. No, it's not gonna open. I'll have split. Do the X first. X to X. I'll do another one. Y to Y. Y. So this 2 because some speed. It's doing something. It doing something. This is what I want. This is exactly what I want right here. Okay, delete that. We want this. So we want to get that. And that's our target position. Here. So put the delta timeline. Y. Y. See if this works. We need a black one. Is there? Oops, this is. Oh, here it is. Cool. Invert. Do this one. Cool. There is one. Okay, let's combine these. Recombine these. Get rid of that. There we go. There is one. I just don't see it. Target. Current. recombined position. Beautiful. Well, it's, I think it's working. It's working. Just not, something's just not quite right. Because we're getting the objects there. And for some reason, they're doing something. I don't know, what are they doing? They're having. But, okay, so it works. The problem is, it's just happening too quick. Oh, I know why. It's happening every tick. Let's get. Can we get a tick? I think this is like a weird workaround. That should do. Okay, it's not ticking. Okay, yeah, game world seconds should. Okay, world seconds. That way it'll. I know. See, the problem. Execution needs a tick. So that way it will continuously do that. You know what we're forgetting? You know what I'm forgetting? Need to get. I don't get it. Well. We're forgetting one thing. Oh, I'm forgetting one thing. A little node called do once. Boom. Because what's been happening is that it keeps doing that. Nope, that didn't work. It's a little delta. Okay. Well, theoretically that should work. Maybe do delta time here. Go back to its delta time. Like, see, it's doing something. Is it the right thing? Probably not, but it's doing something. Yeah. I mean, shouldn't need a gate. Like this. I think the do launch should do the gate. We'll try the gate. Oh, we have something. Okay, so we're getting something. Maybe it was because it was closed. Yeah, it was because it was closed. Oops. Um, yeah, it's basically creating a new. So if you know the Lego games on how they worked, like you picked up a stud, it floated to the top. It's kind of the same concept here. So once they get picked up, they're gonna be destroyed once they reach their final destination. The problem is, for some reason, it's getting them to that destination. That makes sense. Like they're all new widgets that are being created every time we pick something up. But once we get up there, I want to get them destroyed. The problem is, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't mess with widgets. So I'm trying to learn widgets as I'm going. So, like, it's like somewhat working in the sense that it's registering that something's being called because we see it. I need to check. Is it being called up there first, or it seems like it's being called up there, like spawned in and then moved. It isn't quite. See, I'm wondering. Yeah, that's why I'm not opposed to using ticks. Yeah, I'm not too, like I said, I'm not opposed to using ticks. Um, because yeah, like I said, fire brigade. That's that's what I'm doing. I just want to get, because I'm not gonna finish this all tonight. I want to get like the basic concept down, to when I come back to it, I can look at it and say, okay, that's all that's doing this. And so I'm just trying to understand where, like, do I need to, because it keeps spawning up top, and so I'm wondering if I like need to set its location like right away and then yeah, it's not gonna do anything. use the game world seconds. That's what I was trying to figure out.
No. I have to keep a little bit quietly because Levi is live on YouTube. He's showing his production on his game.
I need to.
It's just like I did that one time. My first time playing Peak was he was in Teen Online Bible.
It rolls out to seconds.
So I figured out how to make a porch. I couldn't figure out how to make a porch for the longest time. I finally figured it out.
Yeah, good grief. That's doing something.
Although this
I don't know.
This game likes to glitch a little bit with the ground. Like earlier, I was having the worst time with placing like fencing for like a porch, and then somehow whenever I was hitting backwards, it made my floor go into the ground, so it was just like a black pit in the floor. I was like, oh wow. So
let's see. Game world seconds, remove the gate. Close the vector 2D on spawn. Go to where it's created, provide the input for the vector. We can
I'm currently living on like the big farm, and I restarted again because I wanted to. Because I was trying out different houses, so I built a house, and then I didn't really care for it, and I also wanted to edit my son. So then I got another going.
My thing is we're interpreting the data, interpolating it, but why is it not interpreted?
So I moved like 3 times because the first place that I moved, to, it was like right next to the health store, like the healthcare area, I guess, which was kind of convenient, but it was like a very skinny area. Like I couldn't really.
This is all these down here. All these is just the.
And then
the location we want to end at. So
another lot that was on like an 85.
I'm curious if we just take.
Do anything with this.
So all this right here is just the math to where we want to end the location. So it's not. All this is not really doing anything besides this part. That's where I want to take it. So I'm curious.
What you're talking about.
Like, it's not doing anything. Is the problem?
Because
it's not. Okay, so hold on.
Yeah, because it's right next to like a railroad track, isn't it?
Is it not even like interpolating? It's not interpolating anything.
My house is literally across the street.
So this is like the current location.
I live in the farmland across the street.
We want to move it there, but it's not doing that. Like it's just
neighbors that we don't even know it is. They need to add multiplayer in this so bad. If they did, they would knock sales off of Sims.
Do this.
I'm hoping that.
Yeah, okay. So the problem being is we're not even. Problem being we're not even doing.
Because it would be a game changer for them.
Yeah, trust me. I'm. Okay. So we're kind of like putting brains together here. So we established that we need to use an interpolation vector 2D to be constant to move its position. But the problem being is that we're not even moving our position. So I'm wondering if we can't. should be. Going back to blueprint. Let's look at some forums. Maybe someone, like maybe there's something we're missing. We're missing like a small thing is the problem. We're missing something like very minor. That's the problem. Because I just checked, so these two here. I wonder. So if we get this, and we do a quick delay, like a very quick one. And the reason for it is because I want to establish the location as it spawns in. And we'll put a gate here so that way it's not doing elevators. So no. That was very helpful. Okay, here's some Unreal Engine 5 documentation on this. That's not very helpful either. Hey, this work. I don't know. Okay, I'm looking at this documentation, and it's giving the canvas. It has it. Like, it's copy and paste what I'm doing. Not working. Let's get rid of these. Let's get here real quick. So, you know what? You might, you know what actually might be the problem. So, actually, let's do this. I think I see. I wonder if we can't get the canvas. Get set. I don't want to set it. I want to get it. How? What? For some reason, this is what the other one says. It's what's that? You know what might be the other problem? I think the other problem might be that we're setting the position.
Quarter off someone's munchies and we'll use brush.
That's thank you, Reddit. Reddit user. Reddit.
I will say, figuring out how to do like a fart from this game is probably like the most easiest thing for the Sims. Because on Sims you have to fight with anything.
No. Because we can't do a transform really in a blueprint. Oh no, you can, but
Just screwing K-pop demon hunters. You know that one thing that we did when we went to the movies, we did the sing along because we thought that that was like a limited time thing, and then they start doing it like every once in a while. It's funny.
okay.
I'm trying to kill it out just to do something that actually came back. Is that slightly off in color? Yes, but can you really tell? No. Do I care? No.
See, like we have set which
I'm building a greenhouse, not the greenhouse. Wait.
yeah. Yeah, they're added with a HUD.
Why does it join as a
They're added with a canvas when we get started. So
why does it play as like why does it join as like it's a person? Well, keep them this time.
I think a lot of it has to do is the fact that we're setting a viewport position rather than a regular position. So let's do a set. Like, is there any other position to do?
With 5%. Still loud. Whoops. Well, now I figured out how to do the cheat commands. It's the same as Sims. Oh. Bye. There you go.
Here's something irritating.
This is the house. I don't have windows or anything yet, but that's Well, let's leave some more. I didn't even know he was awake. I'm surprised he's awake. Well, isn't he off tomorrow?
Why?
Oh, me in here. What's he doing?
I don't. Let's see. Like you
Why
can.
wasn't listening just then?
Let's go back. Maybe I'm missing something. Yeah, canvas panel.
Oh, play DNA by EJ. It's the one song that I have on the edit that's going really popular right now. It's called DNA by EJ, and it's like David Guetta and Megan Thee Stallion, but she actually doesn't say anything bad for once. Yeah. She performed it for the World Cup for soccer.
Yeah. I forget. I always forget that that's.
Man, I don't like how long it takes for you to build up like levels with your spouse. I feel like there should already be like a level 5 or something.
Set slot position.
Because Levi
don't understand.
was trying to compliment me and it would fail, and then they would just be like, I'm just like, come on.
Do we just like call? This is so weird. Like, do we have to call the position, like, tell where we are position wise the whole time? Like, get a reference to self. See, if we do. Let me just copy this one.
Wait, that's literally how you do it? You just highlight. You don't even have to worry about like the
get position.
Like prompt to do it. You can just do it. Wow.
It says here. I'm just gonna like set position. I'm just gonna copy this one real quick.
Okay.
You can see what it does.
Because yeah, I was trying to figure it out.
Last thing it did was it did that stuff. I doubt that will help, but like, see, that's what it's doing.
Almost every day there's a moth outside that wants it so bad.
Okay, we can try that. Go back.
Where is she again now?
Select all.
Aunt Valerie on Mom's dad's side, whenever I would go over there, there would be frogs in like the pool, and then there was one time where there was a frog in the freezer. She put it on me, and I did like frogs. So I was like, I jumped.
Translation.
She like put it on my hand and it like moved and jumped, I think, and it made me jump.
You can try that.
I'm not progress.
It should theoretically work just fine. Right. Well, I will give it to work.
I'm not.
Why isn't it moving? It's my question. Why you no move?
Did you try putting it in rights?
Why are you not moving?
I don't think it would be.
Like, if we can figure out this weird thing that's doing all this other stuff, would be pretty simple.
Yeah. Yeah, earlier I was messing with the like slanted plot that I had bought, like the land. And I literally deleted all the trees to get money from them. Because so I did that before I sold the property to go get it on. Maybe. Oh.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
let's make sure we got this one right too. Yeah, all this is right. Math-wise, it's right. But for some reason,
Oh.
is it maybe something stupid like here? Like, is it because we're just, well, this shouldn't be a problem. I don't think so. Because it's running separately on its own thing. I'm just curious. Birthday.
So now the way that this Parallax game plays, it kind of reminds me of well, obviously Sims, but then also it reminds me of So back when I had DS, they had Sims. Basically, it's Sims 3 where you can like look at the world.
So it creates this, adds it to.
You can like actually like travel around the world or whatever.
Shouldn't be the problem.
Oh,
Shouldn't be.
It's like not now.
Yeah, because if you don't have it, it should only.
To be fair, I can't even hear the music now.
So it spawns in.
Oh, I didn't even hear that. No.
Oh, we missed it.
Maybe Paralyze is too loud. All I hear is ding.
The world Delta
Oh,
6.
okay, fine, now.
You have the Delta time. You have this location. This, not the other. Like everything is.
Allie, pregnancy looks different. Women, okay.
Do you want the Delta seconds?
$1,000 for a column is crazy.
Oh, at least that did something else.
He's playing with Sarah.
I have no idea what that did, but it did something else. Yeah, it's just this.
So we have a son, and then call him Isaac. And then father, and then his father, and then his father is going to begin to offer up, and then psych. Yeah, that's a good question. How do they like age up? Do they just kind of magically like become the age? Do they have like
I know why it changed.
Happy birthday!
Because I'm doing viewports here.
Oh, basketball.
That explains why.
I will say, Levi has YouTube music. It is nice to be able to play like live versions of music through it, even with like the video. That's kind of cool.
So
I keep thinking that there's a color wheel up at the top like search, so when I go to do something and then I'm copying it instead.
I think I'll stick to using this one, but it works pretty well.
She's about to be like 90. What's your name?
So you look at the position of does this once, goes and gets this, goes and gets the numbers, and goes through this math. I'm just sticking like that.
Oh wait, you can't even progress the level yet? I know in the thing up at the top in the purple, it says something about how like later on it'll be able to be leveled up, so maybe it needs to be updated first. But yeah, I didn't know that was like that. Dude, but join. Repeat that. I don't care.
Joking.
Yeah, sad to hear about Cheryl today. I didn't So I didn't really know much other than like the updates from Facebook and stuff like that. But I knew that she had been doing kind of iffy like the last year or so. She's like, "Oh, you want DNA, right?"
Okay, that's interesting. This is not even reading properly.
She's like, maybe after this. I have $10,000 and not even done yet. I still have to put in windows. Nope. I just got done placing doors. Well, not even that. I have a married couple. It's basically married, alright, so I have to get.
So, I found out that it's not even. Oh, no.
I know how I can do this. Or does extending it cost money? Or does it cost money?
Wait, well. So it's reading that data there. It's just not doing this.
Oh. Was it the guy up the street? Oh, that's creepy. Maybe don't go on the country block again. Sounds like Criminal Minds. I've been watching Criminal Minds again. What do you like? Because you haven't seen it. I don't know what the ending of that song actually sounded like.
I think we got it.
Okay, now I can start placing items, so I don't know how much I can actually place. will say that the snacks are very accurate in this game.
Don't know. But we're getting some. Because now we got movement to the. Okay, we don't. We just skip over. Like, we have movement. We have movement. So.
That cut out just then says back.
Or if this go right here.
That's a very small TV. Can we figure it out? That's nice.
So the very beginning when it starts. Called after the unwise slave which was restricted. Depending on this one actually.
Getting overstimulated.
Okay, I think we're slowly getting to it. Okay, I see what's wrong. So now actually we need to.
Oh, I should have gotten a clip earlier. Levi's character was like doing push-ups, like but his head was hitting the toilet, like going through the toilet.
So
It was whenever I decided to make their house in like a tiny little like apartment complex that was just for them.
yeah, stupid. So I can get reference. So see if this works. Slot as this slot. I think what that did is like references it as
What happened?
position. Nope, now it's just having a seizure up there. So
Trying to be quick.
leave my canvas paint. Its position.
I don't want to get hiccups. Levi's
Alright,
Levi's trying to do.
so don't want to set. How do I get my canvas position? I guess a canvas position doesn't really exist, but that's the thing that needs to be moved. Like maybe just yourself.
Your son just gave birth to RuPaul twins.
Maybe it doesn't work. I want it to work, therefore it has to work.
I should probably stop placing decorations. That way it's hard.
Maybe maybe I'm thinking about it wrong. Maybe I'm thinking about this wrong. Like not its position, but get the canvas. I want to set anything. Just want to get
Could it be a random funny name? Diabetes. Okay, make the other one's name a last name Diabetes, but then the first name Jerry.
I'm gonna get pivoted. It's not gonna do anything. So, in other words, I am puzzled. I have come to the realization why midgets.
I'm so glad I don't have it upstairs, but that would be funny to watch. Whatever just happened. I hope so. Sorry, it's good. I will say money in this game goes a long way, which is nice. Like we still have 6,000. I'm not doing too bad.
I think we're just gonna spin around in circles. Yes. Nothing.
I'm scared to watch it right now because Levi is doing, he's live right now on YouTube doing like game production stuff.
Okay. Well, apparently, it does not like access not trying to
Or game development.
read real property. Call
He's
function
doing
as
game
slot
development.
as canvas slot return value and not. Well, apparently that got called a lot.
Wow. did I do that too?
Because I have position.
Why is the baby crying like a baby? Doesn't it already do that?
Set position. Set position. Set position. Set position. I don't need to set no position. I need to get the position. I can't get the capitalist image up, so positions.
It turns out it's like the most likely.
Can't even get the position
Yeah,
of
like
the
that
image.
because they, I don't know, this household will be able to afford it.
Set.
The baby's real tall already. I think you should ask the mother that.
Position. 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 See, I can get the mouse position. That's good too. Good. Yeah. Check. You think? We'll find a way to get.
And placing the top counters are so easy too, which is nice.
What position? Of can this? How is it? Can small.
Is that a chicken? I don't want to, but I can't right now.
Why is this scissor? Oh, whoops.
Yeah, speaking of brothers, how's Leo or not Levi? Maddie. How is Maddie and Bradley's baby? Wait, what? What? Why did you say it like that? That's a meme. It's a meme.
Well, I don't know why it's not like the panel. Well, don't know.
I need to know what's happening.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna end up here now. Alright, I'm gonna end up here. Thank you all for watching. I'm gonna see if I can't mess with this a little bit more, and then if I come out with a next video live, if I've come up with something, I'll let you all know, show you all off. Because I'm slightly tired of this, so. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Hopefully see you all next time